Good morning, students. I am Munshi Rasidul Islam, Assistant Professor of Department of Mechanical Engineering, JIS College of Engineering. Now, I am going to present a new topic, and that topic is lubrication, and the specific topic is lubrication and the thick film lubrication. Now, first of all, what are the purpose of the lubrication that you have know. But now today's discussion, what about the effect of tribological behavior in terms of the lubrication and the lubrication parameter that I already discussed in the previous class, that why lubrication is lubrication play a important role in tribological behavior. So that must I also explain in the first or second classes that you have know that the lubrication is also a strong parameter or strict parameter which is actually directly or indirectly related to the tribological effect or tribological behavior of any rough surfaces or any smooth surfaces, but it also a big role to set up the tribological behavior or tribological effect of any component. So next point. Now this is actually the lubrication. So it is actually a pictorial view of lubrication, how the lubrication lubricated oil or lubricants can done this job in the rolling surfaces when the ball of any type of circular ball are rolled into a big roller or big ball. So that's why, and the lubrication system is maintained in these processes. But if I say that the one centrifugal forces that also be acted between the two surfaces, that means the outer surface and inner surface of the ball. So in these contacting surfaces, some friction will generate or will be generated during this situation. So for that situation, if we use the lubricating oil, so that is very easy to reduce the friction, to reduce the temperature, in the interface of the two surfaces. That is actually the purpose of lubrication. And most of the cases, either in rolling surfaces or in sliding surfaces, all the surfaces, some when the two surfaces are in contact position, so some friction point of some frictional force will generate, or some heat also be create. So that heat and also the generating force, generating friction can be reduced by the application of the lubricating oil or the lubricants. And various types of lubricants that I already used in the different dynamic or in different automobile parts, when the relative motion are also be there, and to reduce the these conditions, so to get the good relative motion, so we obviously use the lubricants. That lubricants may be in solid lubricants, may be in liquid lubricants, or semi-solid lubricants. Now next is friction. So I told you that the friction is the main culprit to generate the heat. So that's why first option or the first position of the position or first parameter of the tribological behavior, that is to reduce the friction. So friction is the main and point of view to the tribological behavior. So first, friction. So we know the what is friction, what are the different types of friction, and why frictional force is very important to calculate the different types of contacting surfaces. So friction is the force resisting the relative motion of surfaces and material elements in contact. So if I see the figure, that this figure means in the screen, which is actually present here, that figure is well known in the engineering mechanics subject. We know this subject, and we also solve this type of problem that is actually done in the last few semester back. So weight of the body of upper portion, that is actually acting in downward direction, and normal reaction obviously in upward direction, and force is applied towards the from right hand side to the left hand side. And obviously if I use the frictional if I use the force in right hand side to the towards the left hand side, so obviously the frictional force will act in opposite direction. That is actually the rule of friction. So the ratio of the force of friction between the two bodies and the force pressing them towards together is known as coefficient of friction. So we know that coefficient of friction mu, that is actually actually the ratio of frictional force to the normal reaction. Frictional force to the normal reaction, and here normal reaction is denoted by capital N, and frictional force is F suffix F. F means force and small f means friction. So F suffix F by N is equal to constant. That constant is known as mu. So that mu is known as coefficient of friction. Now next, reduce frictional resistance. So in this point of view, the main point is how to reduce the frictional resistance with some advantageous conditions to the tribological behavior or tribological effect. So for that cases, and you have to be reduce the frictional resistance in some parameter, and that parameter may be depends on the basis of the lubrication. So friction between the moving parts in contact is unavoidable, but it is desirable to keep this to as low as possible. So provide a fine or smooth surface finish. That is actually parameter number 1. Parameter number 2, replacing the one of the material having lower coefficient of friction. That is actually parameter number 2. Next, parameter number 3, that is actually introducing a fluid film which separates the parts, and that is actually slightly thus reducing the friction, and that friction is reduced by the application of lubricating oil or lubricant. And next, installing balls, roller and needles between the sliding surfaces, which replace the sliding movement by rolling action. And that's why we can use the bearing, and obviously bearing have some application in the tribological behavior. So we can use the different types of bearing, that may be in journal bearing, may be in sliding contact bearing, may be in rolling contact bearing. So different types of bearing can also be used to differentiate the different surfaces, and that surface that is actually treated in the mechanism or in the form of the subject. That subject is tribology. Next, what is lubrication and why it is used and what are the purpose of the lubrication? So lubrication is the process or technique employed to reduce wear on surfaces in the close proximity and moving relative to each another. That is actually the lubrication definition. But first of all, previously I also told you that the lubrication purpose of the lubrication. So main purpose of the lubrication, that is actually to reduce the friction. That is actually important point. Besides this point, a lot of points are there. That points are the purpose of lubrication. Now next point is lubrication is effected by introducing a substance called lubricant. So lubrication is effected by introducing a substance called lubricant, and the lubricant film can be a solid, and and that is actually solid, may be in graphite lubricant, a liquid, and a semi-liquid or semi-solid. So three types of lubricants we can use for the lubrication process. So first one, solid lubricant. The simple example of solid lubricant is graphite, a liquid lubricant, and a liquid lubricant, you know, grease, Mobile is the liquid lubricant example, and the semi-solid lubricant, that is actually the example which is actually mostly used for the automobile vehicles or the contacting surface bodies when the bodies are in moving conditions, and that is actually the grease, semi-solid lubricants. And exceptionally a gas lubricant also be used. Objective of lubricants or objective of lubrication. So first one, to reduce the frictional resistance. Number two, to reduce wear on the bearing surfaces. Number three, to protect the bearing surfaces from corrosion. And number four, to carry away the heat from the bearing. This is the important point for the objectives of the lubrication. So it cannot reduce. It not only reduce the wear or frictional resistance. It also reduce the heat from the hot body, and it is dissipated to the atmosphere or environment. Next, to reduce noise from the moving components of the machine. So these 5 points are very, very important as per the objectives of the lubrication process. Now, the next slide is different lubricating conditions. So different lubricating conditions that is actually used for the lubrication processes. So first one is dry lubrication. So dry lubrication means no lubricant present between the surfaces, no oil film. So that is actually case. In dry lubrication processes, no need of the lubricants. So, no need of lubricants means it is only the surface where no lubrication is used, and it is totally blank and totally empty from the lubricating oil. Next, boundary lubrication. And boundary lubrication, it is also known as thin film lubrication. So this condition is found on machine slide always. It is actually easily available in the machine slide ways, just like lathe cross slide, milling machine table, and in these areas this type of lubrication, that means the boundary lubrication, is found. And both the kind of figure, upper figure and the lower figure, both the figure is more or less same. Only in boundary lubrication processes, the gap between the two surfaces are more, because some oil film are also in between. Full flame lubrication. The surfaces are separated by thick film of lubricant, and there will not be any metal to metal contact. So that is actually the full flame lubrication. And next, mixed lubrication. Boundary and full lubricating conditions. Full lubricating conditions. That means the hydrodynamic conditions, we can use the mixed lubrication process. So that is another important point to describe the mixed lubrication processes. So first one is dry lubrication, second one is oil film boundary oil lubrication, third one is full film lubrication, and fourth one is mixed lubrication. Now next, so these are the figure when the position of the lubrication processes. So first one, and if the contacting surfaces are in rest condition, so for that cases, the total surfaces, and just like inner and outer surfaces, are in contact position. So for that cases, it is easily connected to the two surfaces, as the more elements and elemental process are involved in this system. Next, starts to rotate, mixed lubrication. So here two process parameters are there. One is bearing, and that is actually situated in the outer surface of the figure, and the inner surface is actually a journal. So that journal is rotating in clockwise direction, and it is actually a situation, and that is actually start to rotate, and for that cases, it is known as mixed lubrication. And next point is at running, so full flame lubrication. Full flame lubrication, if you see the figure, here are flame pressure obviously there, and another average flame pressure, that also be there, and that is actually P. So P is equal to F by D into L. That is actually the total running, and that is actually in running conditions. So full film lubrication process, which is actually at the situation when the lubricating system or lubrication system are also in running conditions. If at rest condition it is not possible, because full film lubrication is applicable where the moving body or contacting surfaces are in contact position and with running with some velocity or with some load. So for that cases, it is totally used for the full film lubrication. Now hydrostatic lubrication. So lubricant is static. So static type lubricant is used for the hydrostatic lubrication. So that is actually orifice restriction. Next is high pressure fluid oil, that is actually passing through some parameter, and that parameter is given with some relative motion and reduce the friction. So it is mainly supported some stick column on stick support, and that support is actually circulated from the inlet valve to the outlet valve, and that is actually the case which is actually mainly applicable for this type of problem cases and this type of solution. Now next, properties of lubricant. Now what type of lubricant properties have? We can use the lubricants as per the requirement of our job, which is actually do in our workshop, in our workplace, or any other cases. So properties, if you purchase any type of lubricants, first of all you have to calculate, or first of all you have to maintain the properties which is actually mainly required to design the total processes. So first one, viscosity. So resistance of a liquid to flow, that is called the viscosity. So viscosity property also be there. Number one. Number two, oiliness. Oiliness means ability of the lubricants to stay in the place between the bearing surfaces. That means oiliness is applicable in that area where the bearing surface contact are also calculated. Stability means the retaining of properties as long as possible. That is actually oxidization, biological degradation, and dilution. So retention of properties as long as possible, that is obviously based on the oxidization, biological degradation, and the dilution properties, and that four parameters are also used to calculate the stability of the lubricant property. Types of lubricant. Number one, animal oils, and it is mainly available from the animal fat. Next, vegetable oil from plant seeds. It taken from plant seeds. Mineral oils, and it also taken hydrocarbon obtained from minerals. Synthetic oil from various chemicals, and grease, that is actually semi-fluid lubricants, and dry lubricants that is actually used for molybdenum disulfide, graphites. Additives. So the properties of a lubricant can be improved. The property of the lubricant can be improved by adding certain chemical. Number one, antioxidant. Number two, foam depressant. Number three, corrosion inhibitors. Number four, detergent disperser, and oiliness improver. So these are the 5 points to improve the additives properties, and these 5 points are antioxidant, foam depressants, corrosion inhibitors, detergent dispersers, and last point is oiliness improver. Selection of lubricant. What are the basic parameters to select the lubricants? So to select the lubricants, the following points can be considered as a lubricant based on the lubricant. Selection of the lubricant, that is actually based on the following points. First one is types of mechanism being lubricated, that is point number one. The type of mechanism, being lubricated, that is point number one. Point number two, the type of lubricating system. Number three, the rate of heat removal. That also another important point. And last one is cost. So cost, rate of heat removal, type of lubricating system, and first one is type of mechanism being lubricated. And in these 4 points are very, very important for the selection of the lubricants. Now this is the actual case. That means this is one table which we follow for selecting the lubricants, and which type of lubricant, where this type of lubricants is used. So the points are features: lubricant mainly oil, grease oil, and also the grease. So that point are features: lubricating system, which type of system you can use, the lubrication process, heat removal, maintenance cost, and comments. These are the parameters for the based on the lubricants selection and lubricating methods. So mainly here the 5 or 6 method we can use for the lubricating method. First one is oil can, and second one is oil gun, and third one is grease packing, fourth one is wick type, fifth one is bath type, and last one is circulation, and that is actually supplied by the pressure. So these are the actually the topic which I covered in today's class. That is actually the lubrication and the lubrication total lubrication system or thick lubrication system. So next day we can discuss with some elaboration of different types of lubricating process application in the tribological effect, behavior of tribological effect. Thank you.